Hey lovers, welcome to another pick a card reading. This one is general messages, but because I did miss the lovers reading this week, you can get your love message here. There was a bit of love entwined in these readings, so it may be here for you. The timestamps will be in the description box below, as always, along with the cards that I'm using. I hope you enjoy your reading, and I'll chat to you soon. Hey, group one. I'm going to jump straight into your reading here. We've got, starting off with two major arcanas on either side of the Two of Pentacles, the World and the Devil. So you're at clearly at a completion of cycle, total new transition happening in your life. We've got this World card here. There's been a completion of something here, something that may have been heavy. It may be that you're still holding on to this thing that is heavy or that needs to go from your life. It doesn't serve you anymore. Whatever it is, it could be a relationship. There is a lot of relationship energy here, and missed the love reading this week, so it might show up. Just didn't have the time. And so, yeah, the general reading will pretty much mostly always win because love can come through this one. So yeah, it could be a codependent behavior, an addiction to something or someone, something heavy weighing you down. And this Two of Pentacles is really juggling. This could be the expanded awareness of this situation that you have, and this could be it that holds you down or that you hold on to, and you could be juggling the two, like not letting the cycle close perhaps. That could be the case. Or it could be that you're just in the middle of it still and it is closing. Some may be holding on to it still, others it's just the part of the process you're at where, you're very much in maybe a void zone, but not quite, because it does feel like time to move, time to create, or take those steps. So a big bunch wanted to come out here for the challenge, and they're all quite challenging cards. We've got, I wanted to come out first. The Nine of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Five of Cups. So yeah, you could have just invested so much of your energy into this situation, so much of your life, maybe a lot of time, and so letting it go, or letting it go can be quite hard, can be sad. This can be quite a grieving energy. The Five of Cups, really looking at what hasn't worked out, and there is opportunity there for you, but there's opportunity to move on. There's a great new life for you waiting, a whole new cycle, and I think you're very well aware of that. You can see it. It's like they're shining in the signs and everything. I feel like Spirit's been telling you for a while. This is there's a blessing for your sacrifice. But that doesn't make it easy. Like, you're still human, right? And there's this wounded warrior energy with the Nine of Wands. It also talks about resilience and just perhaps just end of your tether with this situation. Maybe if this King of Swords could be an external person that you are guarding yourself from. It could also be your energy where you are really needing to and are using logic in the situation, being fair and concise about what you want. But at the same time, yeah, it's just it's a multi-layered here. So there's, as much as this could be an external character and you feeling guarded to them and their words or their decisions, or no, it doesn't really feel like that actually, but it could be for some, I don't know. It feels more, it would be there, it can be external energy. I feel like this is your decision. It could be for some. Alright, I don't know, but I feel like you've got King and Queen of Swords here in... Anyway, it's a bit tricky. So many different people to get this message. I see a lot of resilience here. Also, in the challenge position. 4 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Putting to rest the anxiety and the worry over this situation. It could be that you, like if you're still attached here, the Devil card is in the situation. So, and the 2 of Pentacles. So it's, you know, you're just so close to being finished with this, perhaps, if that applies. But you're just needing more rest and to surrender the worries. And that requires self-love and patience and presence. Just day-to-day mundane focus on, you know, just getting through each hour, if that applies for some people. If this is really, really consuming you, if this is deep addiction, you know, seeking support as well is a good idea here. If this is like a withdrawal issue in drug addiction or something like that, I would definitely recommend seeking support. But for a lot of people, this is a relationship or something like that, I feel. But yeah, surrender the worries. If it's consuming you, if it's holding you there, a lot of self-love and rest is needed, withdrawal from the situation, and to look at it clearly. But it might be a little bit clouded by your emotions at times in regards to it. And some of it feels like the timing of the ending is out of your control as well. It's like, I'm just letting this unfold. So beliefs. This is wonderful. These 3 just popped out of the middle, just boop, out of the deck and we've got Judgment, Ace of Swords, and so 2 major arcana again on the either side of a minor. So the Chariot, Judgment, and Ace of Swords. This is epiphanies coming in. You've had them coming in for a while about this. I feel like your intuition's been pointing you in a certain direction, and it's gotten the situation has pushed you in this direction, and it's time to move forward on your truth. It's time to speak your truth and just unapologetically step onto what you know is right, or take action on what you know is right. You're aware of this. Balancing the head and heart, logic and love, and not being swayed by either. Just this is a total balance. And the belief here is you're very aware that you need to make steps. And the other card there was Death. You need to make these steps towards transformation. This whole reading is just like you're in the middle of this transformation zone area. This could be work, this could be love, this could be anything, you know. But it's in the belief, yeah. Death card, wonderful. And movement forward. This is confidence. This is moving forward with confidence. And when you see the Ace and the Judgment, it's like you're clear. You're clear on what you need to do. You're clear on what you know. You're clear on your truth of the situation. I feel like you've processed. We are coming to the end of Mercury retrograde, so perhaps you've spent a bit of time through the retrogrades that we've just had in this situation, dealing with it. Crescendo has been the word of the week, so if it applies. Root of the issue. Now this isn't much of an issue. I feel like this is your energy. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the 3 of Cups. And this is showing how much you've grown and your sheer amount of power. These 2, I feel like this is a combination to represent your power. And this is, I feel that it's like I've outgrown the situation. There's so much more for me. I'm such a, like, without the ego attached, it's like I know my worth here. This is a coming to know your worth. This is quite powerful, very healing and self-made, just come through the fire, totally rising up from the ashes energy. This is success and friendship too, support from your friends, all of this stuff. And this is the root of the issue. So if I'm seeing such positive, powerful cards in that area, it's saying to me that you know, if you know this of self, then any scenarios that don't require your attention or energy any longer to cut those cords from and lift yourself up out of, to accept the healing on a deeper level and create more space in your life for even more celebration and beautiful connections to come in. Remembering your power, if that applies, if this situation has left you feeling powerless, remember who you are. in the recent past, we got Two of Swords, 10 of Swords, sorry, Two of Cups. So, like I said, it could be a lover's reading, and this could be the end of a connection that has happened, or is happening, in the process of happening. I'm not sure if these came out reversed or not. The way they came out onto the table, it was so hard to tell, and it did feel reversed. And I almost wanted to, with the other cards here, I could kind of see how it is that resistance to an ending. But this is an imbalanced connection, and there's awareness of that in this is recent past, so there's become an awareness, but this inability to let go, perhaps. Upright, it's that it has ended. There's also I've got some extras, 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups. So for some people, it's that there's been this ending of a heavy burden, 10 and 10, right? With the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, an ending of some sort of heavy burden in favour of a new soulmate connection. For some people, that may be the case, like leaving something that's heavy in order to step up into something more beautiful and more aligned with you. For others, it could be that there's a lot of family commitments and children commitments tied in with this ending, and that there's a big process there that needs to unfold, and that can be quite heavy to navigate at times, or has been recently, especially, like I said, with the retrogrades and unresolved issues are popping up with those eclipses. And so yeah, there's some real bubbling to the surface type energy in the recent past, things coming to a head. In the near future, lots of major arcana in this reading. This really is a lot happening on an internal level. This is the pivotal moments of your life, I feel. Near future. 10 of Cups was first. And that's just a wonderful relief after some of these heavier energies you are releasing and moving through. 10 of Cups in the wheel. So yeah, a huge shift into more positive energy based on a decision, I feel, with the Lovers card, a decision that's in alignment with your highest truth, is the story there. For some people, for those that were leaving an old connection or finishing up with something old in order to step into a more divine love, then this shows that space created from releasing the old because this is near future, will invite in that divine love connection, 10 of Cups, deeper into your life because of the space created when you let go and release, and not just on a physical level but on an energetic level too. So there's cord cutting that needs to be done there. I feel on a regular basis in regards to that heavier thing that you're still stuck in the middle of, still unsure about, or just still processing. So yeah, near future is a lot lighter, a lot clearer, a lot more confident, lifting up again. Okay, self-perception. Ace of Wands, the Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords. And so this could be, for an external person, it could literally be that you're turning your back on something not grounded, something dreamy and not practical. That could be the case here with these two, that you're it's like something that's you're risen. There's a more mature energy here in this Queen of Cups, a Queen of Swords. She has a lot of experience under her belt, and she isn't afraid to speak her truth. And I just feel with her back turned on this Page of Cups, it's almost like there may even be an offer come in for you, and it's just like you realise that you've outgrown it. Now, for self-perception, totally, this could also just be your energy. Well, it would be multi-layered for a lot of you, it would be both, where this is also your energy, where you are dreaming about your future, and you're wanting to ground that into action and move forward with your life and make decisions to cut out any old crap, and really just focus on what you want to create with this Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands is brand new, fresh energy, an explosion of spiritual drive or force, and we've got that Mars in Aries at the moment, so there's a lot of people are feeding off that energy for the next 6 months. There's a lot of motivation energy to be harnessed if you want to with that Mars in Aries. I know I feel it as a Leo. Fire signs would feel it well, which is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But anyway, yeah, self-perception is, you've got this fuel firing like within you. You've got this fire within you. You've got purpose. You've got passion. You're alive. I just put this in the heart space. That's you, right? You've got this. And yeah, I feel like you, as much as this experience may have had got you feeling hard or needing to be firm, you've still got this beautiful, gentle, dreamy energy where you are able to play and able to soften and able to relax and still, yeah, meditate and enjoy the fun in life as well. So there's a lot of different layers in this self-perception and where you're at. I feel like you're not, like, as much as you're dealing with this scenario, you've also got other things that you're trying to, you got more than one plant in that garden you're trying to water and nurture and watch grow. I feel like you're multifaceted, right? So in the perception of those around you, and this being a love connection, if it was a love connection, which is so many cards here to represent that, the person is seeing you as the beautiful empress with so much abundance, true, genuine abundance, and just the ability to create and manifest and attract, and this wonderful cooking and beautiful garden and lovely home space and lots of love to give, lots of beautiful energy. When you're around this person, you, whoever this person is, just really you feel their cup. You're very intuitive and gentle and understand emotions on a deep level, and you understand the cycles of life, and there's just such patience and presence in this energy. Such an, like, just what a person, right? What a person. And they recognize that. We've got twin flame energy with the Four of Wands. This is marriage commitment as well. It can be. They see you as marriage material. They may be intimidated by just your vibrance and how potent you are as a human being, as a creator, as a force, as a spirit. Wow. So for those that this is love reading, which I do feel it's crept into, like, let me know if it's not. I would like to know if it wasn't. Yeah. Then this could be, like I said, if there was somebody, this would be that new connection come in. If it applies for some people that were leaving an old connection, this is that new connection. It could be the old connection perceiving you that way, but you still have to cut it out. Like, who wouldn't recognize you for what you are, surely? Usually it does take somebody to have it within them to see it. You know, the light in me sees the light in you. But anyway, action advice, temperance, the Fool, and the Six of Wands. So this is balanced, sort of. There's what I've said so far about taking it one day at a time, especially if you're not feeling this vibrant and high vibe right now. If you're in the process of it, I do feel like this has been perhaps going on for a while, so you are able to keep your emotions in check in regards to it. But anyway, action advice is to just surrender. To surrender everything that is not right for you, to allow it to slip away. Everything that is right for you will come to you, and trust that, and do not apply force. No need to force anything to be or stay in your life, and I don't feel like you do or will. But surrender and balance here with the Temperance card, and the Fool and the Six of Wands. So there's a fresh, like I've said here, we're at a fresh cycle, fresh new beginning. Dive into that, because you will be victorious. You will be so successful. You know that too. I don't need to tell you. I really don't need to tell you. This is beautiful Leo card here, Six of Wands, and Sagittarius here with the Temperance card. We've also got Scorpio and Cancer here as well. We've got Capricorn. We've got Pisces and Libra and Leo, and yeah, lots of characters here. Gemini, Virgo. All right, in the outcome, couple cards there. So the Hierophant and the Strength card. So the higher learning, totally. This is really getting to know your own strength. This whole process has been quite a making of you in a huge way. Like, you have so much more truth now You know your truth on a deeper level because of this experience. It has given you so much. For those that continue into a new divine love connection in this reading, we have also here the 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, right? Teamwork together, working together to perhaps solidify this connection into something more committed or deeper, or collaborating, joining forces, joining finances, joining whatever it may be. Building together, this could be the case of that. For those that this is not love connection, this is you collaborating with, may it be new teamwork or teammates or your own spirit guides, or however it is, you're cooperating with the co-creating with divine, when I see this as well, and creating your own abundance. Your outcome is that you will be content and successful, and you will create and you will grow and you will just be wonderful and rise and rise and rise and rise. There's such a positive, grounded outcome. Like, I really feel that the sacrifice brings you physical blessings. The sacrifice of what it is that needs to go, it is replaced. It is replaced with so much blessing. I have a bunch of cards here, oracle cards. First is self-love, and we've already talked about this. So these are just little compliments on the things we've said so far here. Self-love, so withdrawing and choosing self, taking care. Now, 2 from the Mother Mary deck, prayer and trust. Instead of worrying, I pray about this situation to bring about real solutions, and I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. So trust that your prayers are being answered. Do pray and ask for help. You do need to ask if you're needing that little bit of assistance. As a feminine myself, if I need help destroying something or cutting something out, I'll pray to Kali, and usually I get outcome pretty quickly, some sort of result. So don't reach out unless you don't want something to happen. If I want independence, I'll pray to Lilith. If I want to soften, I'll pray to Kuan Yin. Reach out. Whoever your guides are, however you reach out, reach to the mother, the source. So we also have Yang, masculine energy here with this is a new deck, Wisdom of the Oracle. Yang, so this is action based, and it does talk about getting clear on your truth and moving forward. So more compliments on that same message. The awakener, rise out of the ashes, I rise like the golden sun. Of course you will. I see that here. That's absolutely what happens. Your sacrifice and the release of this gives you so much more blessings and space to create. You're creating space. So continue to cut cords and allow yourself to rise, because any of those energetic cords may be still pulling you back down. So definitely cut those when you can. We, the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal, and that's more transformative energy. Talking about a portal, talking about a place in your 2222 on my thing at that time. But yeah, this is definitely time to surrender to the path ahead, because there's great many blessings waiting for you. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, and I hope this reading gave you some comfort or clarity or guidance, and I will see you again next time. Bye. Hey Group 2, welcome to your reading. I'm going to jump on in, and after pulling the cards for the second reading and looking at the first one, there's a little bit of similar theme here, and it feels like the ripple effects of that eclipse playing out in our lives now. So, starting out with the situation at hand, we've got the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. So, this is almost identical to reading 1. You may have find it hard to choose which reading was for you. We even had the 2 of Pentacles in this position, and similar energy. With the 10 of Wands, it's a heavy burden that you are perhaps contemplating putting down, or have put down recently, to create space and room for more of that which is right for you. This could have been anything. It could have been a job. It could be that there's been a change in your life that has caused a burden for you as well, and perhaps it feels like you've got a little bit too many responsibilities right now and a lot to juggle. Or a lot that needs your attention, and really things could be quite tumultuous and busy or extreme or intense in one way or another. We've got a lot of energies going on and around us right now, and they affect our lives in so many different ways. So if things are quite intense at the moment, you could just be having a bit of a hard time juggling all that out, or any recent changes. But there is, you're trying your best to show up and make things go as smoothly as possible, regardless. In the challenge position, the Hierophant and the Chariot. So this could be movement away from a traditional connection or a higher commitment that you had. If this is work that you've left or lost, or something, moving away from that can be a challenge, or figuring out how you're going to make things work. If this is relationship based, it could be that you're moving away from the more traditional aspects of the connection, and it could be that you're transforming it into something that's more tailored to your needs. For a lot of people, though, I do feel it could be ending a connection, walking away from a connection here as well. There's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of wisdom to be learned from this experience, and it may be that you're a bit clouded by emotion at this time to see that yet. That could be the case. It's a bit multi-layered here. So in the beliefs, we've got, I think this is a similar card. Judgment was in beliefs for the group 1 as well. We've got Judgment, the Devil, and the Temperance card. So this is getting really honest and clear with yourself about what is right for you in your life and what isn't, and like coming from a really balanced place to address the issue that has come up here. It does feel like letting something go that's going to be painful to let go of, whether this is addiction or a connection or something, and whatever it is for you. It's something you know in your heart, the truth of this situation. You know the truth and have for a while now. It's just a matter of step by step going through the motions, perhaps, to eradicate this from your life, or to bring about more balance so that this doesn't have as much control over you. If this is something that's impossible to remove for whatever reason, it's something that it could be just an element you're learning to balance out, and a bit going on there. There's a fair bit of really deep stuff going on there. In the root of the issue, we've got 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the Empress. So it's like, this situation doesn't honour you, or hasn't honoured you, and you need to honour you, and it's at the same time it's still a sense of loss, the loss for what you thought was perhaps going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment, and it didn't turn out that way. That could be the case, and so you're needing to honour yourself, and bring your life to a place that honours you. A lot of shifts and changes happening here in this situation. It could be also here, just see with the Empress card, it can also be something that you were creating. It couldn't be literal birth of a baby, but some sort of creation that you wanted to birth that perhaps didn't turn out how you wanted it to. But that you still are the Empress, and remember that, and that whatever this is that falls away, it creates space for something so much more and better for you, something more in alignment, something that will honour the Empress. In the recent past, there is a mixture of energy. It could have been information coming in, or some sort of change happening here that's caused a re-evaluation of where your energy is getting spent, or what it is you're creating, and realizing that perhaps you need to pull back from something, withdraw your energy from something. It could be that you have been withdrawn from and feeling isolated with the 5 of Pentacles. It could be that a person has withdrawn from you, or if this is a work situation, it could be that you're there's a big change, and perhaps you've been let go of, or there's the Seven and Five of Pentacles can be monetary and physical abundance, and what you're creating, and your assets or your investments, or yeah. So there could be a significant loss that's happened recently in that area, or a shift and change in one way or another. In the near future, it's sort of a void zone, and it got the same energy for reading one, except this one feels, that reading one felt more relationship based, and this one feels like it may not be, but anyway, in the near future, we've got this waiting for expansion energy, waiting for your abundance, waiting for development, waiting for a change. If this is you've been let go of work, perhaps you're waiting to find new work. This is totally self-sufficient energy, the Queen of Pentacles. She can bring in what she needs. She's got what she needs. And so, and this is waiting energy, and maybe that you're waiting to put yourself back into a position where you're rising up and feeling good again, or if it's needing to look for work so that you can, have more abundance and money, or, support yourself, because this is very self-sufficient energy. So there's an independence, there's a burst of independence, I feel, coming in for you. And that's what happens when you cut yourself away from something that's been heavy. We've got 10 of Wands here in the Devil. That's heavy energy that you've had to navigate. 5 of Cups, that's serious loss. And however it's affected you, but it is time to rise. Time to rise is coming. You may be right in it right now, and it's not time to rise yet. It's kind of time to be still, but time to rise is in the near future. It's a bit of waiting, but it's coming, and you will rise, and you are supported. Now, self-perception, self-perception just shows to me that how this is guaranteed, because you are strong, and I feel like this has tested you, and it is testing you, absolutely, but you're well aware that you can create anything you want. You know that you can take a new journey up, and you have what it takes. And yeah, it's a feeling of perhaps starting again, or back at square one, maybe the feeling for some people, but you've got what it takes, and you've done it before, and you will do it again, and this will be a whole new adventure, even more exciting. There's a lot of self-belief here, but there's also this crossroads energy, and it's going to be hard. It's not easy, but you're capable. I see a lot of capability and reliability. You're a very reliable energy. So wherever you go and invest your energy will only be successful, because you are strong and dedicated. And these experiences will be even more skills and tools that you will have under your belt to apply to future situations. There's a lot of strength and knowledge gained here, or to be gained. I feel like it's still in a bit of a processing. Like this person is in between the two wands. And maybe also you're aware that it's going to take quite some time to build what it is that you want to build next. You might be aware of and it could be a little daunting that it is going to take some time, and there's just this, and maybe like a little bit of, I don't know if it's dwelling, but it's just this feeling of still ruminating on what didn't work, and the wasted energy, I didn't waste my energy on something that wasn't going to bring a return to me. And wanting to make sure that where you do put your energy in the future is going to bring a return, and just a little bit guarded or wounded by that, which is fair enough. And here it is in the next cards. This is external energy and how it's viewing you, but the 9 of Wands is there. The 8 of Swords too. So that does talk about what I was just saying there. Like, could be that you're stuck a little bit about how the situation didn't work out, and feeling a little bit defeated by it. You have so much resilience and strength, but you're just feeling a little bit guarded from the whole thing. A bit wounded, it's a bit tender, fair enough. But this is outside perception too, so whoever it is you're dealing with sees that you're in that state. But I feel what overrides these two energies in a big way. Like, this just shows how human you are, by the way. Like, yeah, life hurts sometimes, and I'm going to feel it, but at the same time, I'm never going to lose hope. I'm always guided, I'm always supported, and it's this innate wisdom or innate trust in the universe that you have. It's witnessed here, and it'll guide you through. It always has. And that's again reflected in the next set of cards. This is advice. Very, very internal energy. Somebody who knows how to go within, right? Look at this Hanged Man, totally going within, trying to get the wisdom out of this scenario. These cards are all about soul searching, all about the wisdom in the situation, all about withdrawal, and Oh, my battery thing is dying. All about withdrawal from the situation, to seek the wisdom, to apply the wisdom, to just process the experience, filter out what needs to come with you and what doesn't. Totally soul searching and seeking the wisdom here, taking time out to rest. I'm trying to go a bit quicker in case the phone dies on me, but yeah, the advice here is to just listen to your guides, go within, meditate, take time out, big time, right? The outcome for this situation is the Ten of Swords, Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So this ending that is inevitable happening here, we'll put that aside. That's the outcome. There is a closure. But there's also this fresh, beautiful new beginning, bringing you an abundance of love. This is a totally self-loving energy, very unconditional, overfull cup of love that comes from healthy connections that are in alignment with you, celebrations of decisions and action taken that's in alignment with your highest path. This is also a reminder to jump into those support networks you have and spend time with your friends and sisters and or whoever it is. This is very beautiful connections. So one door will close, but another one will open. One door will close, and while the other door is not open yet, there is a lot of friends there to hold and support you. If it's not that you have many friends to support and lean on, it's yourself and your own spiritual connection, your own self-love practices. A lot of this energy is talking about going within and doing a bit of this healing journey alone, or just withdrawal at least, seeking your own counsel. Now, in the oracles, we have silence. So if you need to withdraw your speech or your energy from this connection and go into silence and not communicate anymore, that may be here in this card. Or is a bit of a testament to that internal energy here. Hanged Man, the Hermit, High Priestess, very, very deep stuff here. Present moment. I'm fully present in the here and now. So just going through step by step, going through the motions of this connection. If you're releasing something, just one step at a time, filling your cup with love, not pushing it, allowing it to unfold, trusting in divine timing. Mending. So this is if this connection was to come back together, it can talk about mending, but for the most part, I do feel this is just a matter of forgiveness. For the situation, not coming back together, but just forgiving them and yourself for everything, and just trusting that we're all on a different path, part of our journey here, and just radical acceptance brings about radical healing. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection and community. So again, a bit of a reminder to balance out this isolation with connection to friends, connection to that which uplifts you. So you are not alone. To take your time for isolation, as in the advice here is all very go within cards, seek your own counsel cards, but also, don't be afraid to reach out and get support too, and keep a healthy balance of that, especially if this is really heavy on you, this decision, this life change. Do try to balance out. Don't hide yourself away totally. And then we have the Amazon Queen, Battle. I am devoted warrior of the universe. And this is about standing in your decisions with conviction. This can be any type of battle. This can be, this is supporting a cause that you believe in. So, yeah, very strong. It's like a firm protection boundary, and just tend to that sweet softness that's inside you. Go into that. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that one gave you some comfort, clarity, or guidance, and I look forward to reading again soon. Bye. Hey, Group 3. I'm going to jump straight into your reading here. Very deeply processing. So the readings definitely show the energy of the eclipses and how that's rippling out into our lives. Quite intense readings today. So starting for you in this situation, we have the Hermit, the High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles. So this could be, I feel like for some of you, reflective of a long period like COVID, you know, back at the last retrograde when that started around then, March, right? COVID, all of this. This has been a deep, you've been processing a lot throughout this time. And really looking at, like, some of you, I feel like, have taken this time to nurture a new creative venture or project. Like perhaps the inspiration came to you during this time of silence and it's something you want to get off the ground. For some people this, and that'll be reflective throughout the rest of the reading, we'll go into that timeline. But there's also this timeline of, in this instance, the situation right now is calling you to go with it, to withdraw, to seek the wisdom in the experience, a bit of self-preservation, protecting yourself, holding your cards close to your chest, really, a bit of deep processing energy here, very internal energy, withdrawing from something, and wanting to protect your heart, wanting to be gentle with your heart. There's a real gentleness to this energy. Even if it doesn't feel that way for you, like it just feels soft at this. Even the challenge is the Four of Swords, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So this is heavy stuff. The challenge is perhaps this isolation. Perhaps it's that you're, quite stuck in a withdrawal place at the moment where you're soul searching, seeking. You're meant to be in that place if that's where you are. These cards are also internal, and trying to get clear and trying to clear up some things. There's a little bit of a release going on here. It's so multi-layered. So this is a bit of grief about what hasn't worked out in the past as well, feeling some heavy blows from the whole scenario for whatever it is that's come up. There could be a significant loss that's happened, and it's just like comes in waves, the deep processing of that. I really feel like there's so many different things in this reading. It could be loss of work as well with that Five of Pentacles, and having all this extra time, and for those that have this creative idea or a project that they want to get off the ground, or this new, you're being called towards something else. There may be some sort of challenges in getting that off the ground or moving forward, especially with all the retrogrades. It's slowing us down again, sort of energy, and then business still picking back up. There's so many things, so many different factors as to how this energy could be affecting, but there's a lot of grief here and release and sadness and needing for rest in the in beliefs. We have three major arcanas here: Temperance, the Sun, and the Fool card. They all just popped out together, and it's this in knowing that you have that you need to surrender to the process, surrender to the path ahead. And just allow time for healing and to believe in miracles, to believe in possibilities, to breathe new life into this new opportunity here. There's a brand new beginning of something you haven't done before, whether this is that creative adventure I talked about, or if it's just the unknown that comes after what it is you're grieving, what it is you've lost here. There is this huge unknown element, but there's so much. You know that there's a lot of brightness in the horizon, though. I feel like you're very well aware of that, and that you just need to surrender to the process. I think you're aware. The root of the issue: Nine of Pentacles, Magician, in the World. So it could that closing out of a chapter, completion of something. You know that you're capable. When I see the Magician and the Nine of Pentacles, it's in the root of the issue, so there could be concerns about your capabilities. If there has been loss of work or a financial blowback, setback or something, it can be like, oh, how am I going to pull this together? There can be some concerns about that. How am I going to make this happen? But I can see that you're very, very abundant. And I think you know that you're abundant, to be honest. That's the main feeling I get here. If this is leaving a connection behind, if this is relationship based, then the root of the issue, the singledom, this is a single lady card, and manifesting a new life by yourself, closing out that old chapter. And yeah, stepping into something so new, you know that there's a lot waiting for you in it. You know it's just this tenderness about it, and you're just trying to be gentle with yourself as you go through it. That's what it feels like. In the recent past position, we have the Moon, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So for some of you that have this project they want to get off the ground, if for some of you, I feel like it could be in spiritual art, spiritual work, spreading your message, spreading your truth, sharing your intuition. That can be, for those that were on that project, there's some sort of creative endeavor that's potentially in this reading. Another layer of that, a relationship potential layer, would mean that there was a lot of communication recently, perhaps around the full moon. Perhaps you did a ritual around the full moon to release, or to call in assistance around that eclipse. Perhaps the eclipse, this is talking about that full moon eclipse in Capricorn that's really eclipsed out a lot of timelines in our lives and shifted things up and made a lot of movement forward. And perhaps you've gotten clear on a truth here with the Queen of Swords. This is all in recent past, so there's a lot of deep emotions and fears coming up here. This could be, like I said, indicating that moon and a timeline of things progressing since then and what's happened. I feel like I deeply resonate with, and people around me resonate with, a lot of change since that full moon, which was only moments ago. It's been, wow, like, what a year it's been. So this is interesting, okay? So in the recent past, we've got that Queen of Swords looking forward to the future, and in the future, we've got that King of Swords looking back over at the past on the table. That's how it came up. And what was between the King and Queen of Swords was the Two of Swords. So it could be that you're not on the same page with someone with communication, and that's been a bit of a struggle, and that may be lifting. It could be indecision or inability to step into a decision, just really in a place of pause, trying to regather or regroup and figure out what is the next step forward. Can sort of, I get a feeling of where you're at right now, because the middle cards and the way where it sits on the table, past, future, in the middle is the situation and challenge, and those cards in the middle are all like imagery of just deep solitude, resting, withdrawing. These people are all alone in these cards, and so yeah, you're in this. I just see this huge mental processing of what has been, what is to come. Just so much, the deeper emotions. I feel something I noticed as well. I haven't noticed in this card deck yet, is the Queen of Swords is this little heart, a cup of emotion locked up in a cage down here, and behind the Queen is this deeper emotions with the moon and fears and all these high-strung energies and things that have been really overwhelming, and it's like you're trying to really get a hold on that, ground yourself, get clear, get firm, sort of stop letting the emotions fog your clarity and movement forward. It's what is sort of in the bigger picture here. I was thinking to do the cards where you just see the table and just see the cards. I'll do one of them soon, I'm sure, because it's cool to see how they sit out on the table rather than me holding each one up. They can show it the whole image again. But anyway, in the near future moving forward was that Two of Swords, King of Swords, like I said. We've got a bit of divine counterpart energy here in this. Anyway, so yeah, the bit in the near future is trying to get clear on some of these things that are maybe making you feel like you just don't have enough information yet, or there could be more communication about about the bigger picture, about what it is that you're building, and a few steps and movement forward into that area, at least getting clear on that in the mental realm. Perhaps making some decisions that are in regards to, this could be a work contract or a rather purchase or something this is some sort of higher commitment or step towards the greater picture of what you're building. It's some sort of progress in that way. Pentacles being monetary or in the physical realm. So to me, this is getting clear in the mental realm about what the next step is in the physical, perhaps, or just making at least, if it's not the next step, it's just at least getting firm on what that bigger picture is going to look like, given certain changes that have happened and completions of cycles. And it's a bit of a start again energy almost for some people. I don't know if you heard that siren, it was going off. So in self-perception, Ace of Cups, Empress, and the Strength card. That is just a testament to the way you handle things with grace, I feel. Just wanting to fill your own cup and focusing on what's truthful, what's right, what's in front of you, your heart's guidance, wanting to just nurture yourself through this transition, trying your best to apply all wisdom and strength that you have to this situation, and just guard and protect yourself, and just hold tight for a while. Just do a bit of healing and a bit of quiet time. This is it's very much in a pause moment. All these cards are so there's a lot of things going on underneath it, like in the background and in the mind, and there's so much going on, but it's calling for you to have just a moment here. The way others are perceiving you, so it could be somebody that you're dealing with in this situation, or just external perceptions of you at the moment. People closest see that you're maybe challenged at the moment with what's going on and feeling a little bit stuck. It could be coming across that you're stuck, but to others, but really you're not that stuck. You're just taking time to work through it or figure it out. You're just withdrawing, and that may come across as you being challenged to others, or perhaps you've put up boundaries to others, and so therefore they think you're being defensive. But I see what I see here, which is the truth of it, is that you just need to take a moment to rest and reflect and process and transmute some old stuff. There's with the Five of Swords can be a sense of loss in an argument or battle or a fight of some kind, some sort of disagreement. It can be a sense of loss, and so there is more conflicting heavy energy in the way others are perceiving you. It doesn't have to be that they're seeing you as defensive and such, but just challenged maybe by the situation. And now in the advice, I like this. This is we had the King and Queen of Swords. Now we've got the King and Queen of Pentacles facing each other. Wow, this is an advice. So this is the bigger picture. This is investing in the long haul. This is knowing. This is totally knowing and showing up with just your heart in the right place. And this is a wonderful energy. I just feel this huge refreshment coming back in now. It's like, this is what you know you need to surrender now and go through this moment of balance, patience, pause, and healing. This is what you know is coming in. This brightness, this new leap. This is in your beliefs area. This was, it's like, there's like some sacrifice may need to take place in order to create room for this. But anyway, here we are. Here we are now. There we go. So in the action advice is to remember the bigger picture here and what you're creating. This can be your energy. This can be divine counterpart energy. We're all masculine and feminine, so This can be you creating what you're creating. This can be you focusing on the bigger picture with your divine counterpart, and just, yeah, a real coming together and focusing on the bigger picture. And we have a lot of that energy with that Ten of Pentacles here as well. Four of Pentacles, foundation building. Magician and Empress, very, very powerful manifesting energy. Very, like this the person I'm reading for is an advanced soul. I see that here. Whoever's chosen number 3, this is where my advanced souls clicked. For sure. I'm a bit honoured to read for this energy today, especially because I'm just in the readings have been a bit challenging with the eclipse and how that's playing out, and I just feel like you're handling it like a true queen or a king, or just with grace. And well, yes, there's I guess there's some heavy wounding energy here. There's pain here, but there's also poise, and I'm just, yeah, you know. All right, so in the outcome, I've got a bunch that came out. So first of all, for those with the divine counterpart energy, this is that flame and striving towards it, striving towards that flame to bring the two cups together. In the outcome, with that king and queen, really focusing on the bigger picture to pull it together, and in the outcome it comes together. For those that this is not couple related, this is you striving for success in your own creative project, that project I talked about at the start there. If that was spreading your spiritual message or spreading healing in one way or another, that's right. That was another thing, is some people I'm reading for need to do energy healing or Reiki or something like that. It's just with the imagery that came through when these two came through, because this is self-perception and this is advice, so you've got a huge healing thing to offer the world, and the advice is to do that, to channel that, to trust in that healing energy that you have. So for those that applied to, if it was some sort of healing modality, step up and take it, do it, whatever that was, if that was the inspiration coming to you. Or anyway, back to the outcome. That was just a thing I remembered. So yeah, that's that creative endeavor and stepping forward with balance onto your soul path. And this is just striving for success, just ambitious and going for it and making it happen. Further into the outcome, a bunch came out, and that's where you're at right now, really, the Death card, transformation. And this is a transformative experience, a pivotal moment in your life. The way this moon has affected the eclipse, has affected your life. And we could just see, like, even just the COVID period, this has just been I feel like you have bigger picture and right now. But yeah, huge changes. This is a pivotal moment in your transformation that just continues forever, but you know what I mean. Now we have a collaboration, and it's a wish fulfillment. So some working together for the divine counterparts. This is the outcome being your wish fulfillment, to come together, to work together in destiny, being aligned and sharing purpose and coming together, creating. Woo! So many words coming out of my mouth at once. For those that this is not love related, I need to do the love and the general next week, so I cannot break it up. This is, if this is studies or working together or stepping up into your path, stepping up onto your work, doing the work, and attracting all that you need, because it is your divine purpose. It's not wasting energy where it shouldn't be. So there is a huge journey ahead of you, whether this is together with someone or your own creative journey, your own purpose, your own work, whatever it is. This is so divinely guided, and just trust in each footstep as you go, because it's so supported. This is destiny unfolding. This is just continue to have hope for the future. I feel like I just see so many times here that you do know that there is a beautiful, bright future waiting, and maybe just at this moment it's time to feel. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just time to process, time to go within. That's whatever it is you're at right now is where you're meant to be, but there's a lot of brightness coming. The next chapter is wonderful. There's so much success there because there's so much learning and healing that you've done. All right, so the oracle cards to come for this reading, we have beautiful card, presence, and it just more talking about this, just being present to the moment, receiving the intuition as it comes in, just going through the motions, going through the process of this A beautiful card, Hope and Miracle. They both came out together with the Mother Mary deck. The Hope, I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. And Miracle, I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. So yeah, again, more just go within, just take the rest, take time out, self-love practices, surrender, relax, all of them, all of that, and just pray and hope for miracles. Hope and miracle. It's wonderful. Right, where'd the other one go? Oh, presence, yes, okay. We have Go the Distance, number 47. Go the Distance. And this is, so for those that this is a divine counterpart connection that's come up with some sort of challenge here, this is to say that yes, go the distance. This connection is worth your investment, and that things are going to get better if you just keep on pushing. If this is to do with your creative endeavor, believe in yourself, go the distance, apply yourself. This is action-based energy. Although right now I do, as I said, this is not so much feeling like a time for action. It's a time for rest and pause, but continue to trust in the path ahead, and that and you know, manifest that path that you know is worth it. Go the distance. The Oracle forecast. I am the Oracle. My intuitive insights flow freely, and that is about trusting your intuition. Trusting your intuition and just like giving yourself that moments of silence so that your intuition can come in. And with the High Priestess, it's where you're at right now. It's a deeply receiving downloads and just processing, a lot of transmutation. Yeah, cleaning house. I just feel like this is a big cleaning house for you, and lifting the veil, questioning everything, and anything unaligned must go. There you go. Cleaning the house. So yeah, really are cleaning the house and just not having any space or time for anything that isn't divinely guided to you, that's right for you. Just knowing, having discernment, like a stronger level of discernment of what's right for you, and not being afraid to clear it out. We've got that beautiful King and Queen of Swords energy of where you're at right now, like recent, past and near future. So that there's this energy of clarity that's coming in, and discernment that you may be stepping into. That's not going anywhere. With that masculine energy, you may be able to see it step in stronger or assert itself stronger in the near future with that King of Swords. Once you get a bit more clarity though with the Two of Swords in the middle, yeah, it's a tricky reading, this one, and but you've got what it takes here. Just take the rest. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending a lot of love to this group, and if you want to share with me how this one's going for you, I'd love to hear about it. It seems intense, but it's intense for everyone this week, so just be gentle with each other, and I'm going to leave it there. I will see you next time.